So where are we? We're in Phillips Park, the place with the most spookiest of spooky. And what are we doing here? We're looking for Mr. M.
This week on Tubfeed Unsolved, we investigate the case of Mr. Mandalay and the periodic trend as part of our ongoing investigation into the question, are ghosts real? Mr. M, or Mr. Mandalay, was a scientist from 19th century who figured out how to organize the periodic table. At the time, there were only about 63 elements discovered, and they did not have any type of graph that indicates how the elements were related to each other.
I don't believe it.
Believe what?
I don't believe Mr. Mendeleev over here just created this thing out of the blue.
Alright, well, he did, and he began by arranging the elements left to right by their increasing mass, then organizing them in columns up and down for other similar properties. Over the years, the periodic table has been updated with new elements and has been cleaned up to become the periodic table we now know. And that periodic table is what we are going to use to communicate with Mr. Mandalay.
We gotta go.
So how a periodic table works is the columns going up and down are called groups. These groups indicate how many electrons are in the outer shell. For example, this row has 1 valence electron, this one has 2, and so on. The transitional elements in the middle are a bit special, so we don't really count them. The rows called periods are put based off how many orbitals the element has. The first one has 1, and etc.
Mr. M's periodic table was allegedly never made to become famous in the paranormal world, but after his death, people have reported seeing Mr. M walking around after they used a periodic table. He was reported with long, unkempt hair, a beard, and a suit. One report even said when they tried shifting their hands according to a few periodic trends, Mr. M appeared swinging on a child's set with his periodic table.
I'm sorry, what?
That's what it said.
What? Let's go through the periodic trends we will use on our periodic table.
The first trend is ionization energy. This trend is basically talking about how much the element wants to take another electron from an atom to have. The farther right the element is, the more ionization energy it will have, since it is closer to having 8 electrons than those to the left. Also, the higher it is on the periodic table, the more ionization energy it will have because there are less shells and it is closer to the nucleus.
Electronegativity is how much the atom wants to hold on to its electrons. If it's closer to the right, the atom would have a high electronegativity, because it is close to having those 8 electrons. Unlike those on the left, where if they let go of their electrons on the outer shell, the shell under will have those 8 valence electrons.
Last one is atomic radius. This trend is based on the size of the atom. The lower you go, the bigger the atomic radius is because you are adding more shells. The farther left you go, the bigger the atomic radius is because you have 1 more electron than you had in the previous period on the last group.
So we're about to start the electronegativity trend and see if this brings Mr. M.
It's not around?
Alright,
We're going
we're gonna have to try it again.
ionization.
Ionization. Let's try. Nope.
Not here.
Alright,
Last one.
this is our last hope. This is atomic radius.
Radius. Let's go.
What? Wait, I'm not. Alright, Jen, do your stupid show.
It's not stupid. Okay, you know what? Whatever. Fine. Previously on Sakaga, Goldtrude.
They have nothing on me and my guns.
Tina.
Ooh, baby, I'm obviously gonna win the grand prize. My steroids are stronger than all these losers.
And Florines.
I'm not feeling very confident with all that I've done to prepare for this competition.
They were put through a long 30-day hardcore workout challenge which consists of heavy weightlifting, intense cardio, and physical pain. Today we will find out who had won the $10,000 grand prize. The three competitors met in a private gym to reveal themselves. To their surprise, Florine's muscles were the smallest.
How on earth did my muscles stay so small? My guy said that I had the best steroids in the world. Well, obviously you didn't put enough effort in searching up the most effective steroids out there. In fact, mine are the best. That's not fair. How is that possible? I swear, my steroids were the most enhancing ones. Well, if you think about it... Tina, you are hilarious. You think you have the best guns out there out of all of us? That is so silly. In fact, my steroids were finally made and injected into my body. I don't think you did the best of the research. I believe you looked at the wrong side of the chart. I see my mistake. I understand now. See, the higher you up on the chart, the smaller the effect will be. Also, since fluoride steroids fall all the way to the right, they are even more smaller. Yes, that is very much true. And mine appear smaller than Goldtrude's because my steroids fall a column above hers and 3 rows to the right. That's right, mine are the biggest because my steroids are lower than yours on the chart and farthest to the left. Yes, when you go down columns, it gets bigger because there are more rings around the steroid concentration. Yes, that's true. So that means the farther right you go, the results are smaller because the steroid concentration is more sticky, so it's more compact.
And so the lights dimmed, the competitors went silent, and the tension rose. And the grand prize winner is... Oh, but wait, who's that? Over Tina's shoulder. Another competitor? Whoa. What I thought you wanted an end to the Sakaga? Ha 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 ha. Okay, I guess we'll find out who wins on the next episode of the Sakaga.
I don't mean to do that.
Yeah, it's totally gonna come up next episode.